everyone, I'm Shailene B. Martinez and I will discuss for today about Ausubel'S learning theory. So David Paul Ausubel was an American psychologist born in New York. His most significant contribution to the fields of educational psychology, cognitive science, and science educational learning was on the development and research on advanced organizer. So it focused cognitive structure and advanced organizers. Meaningful learning takes place when an idea to be learned is related in some sensible way to ideas that the learners already possess. Ausubel'S believe that before new materials can be presented effectively, the student's cognitive structure should be strengthened. So cognitive structure is psychological construct that accounts for a form of human knowledge. Schema and mental models are examples of cognitive structures. Subsumption theory. Subsumption is a process by which new materials related to relevant ideas in existing cognitive structure. 4 types of subsumption. So first is derivative subsumption, correlative subsumption, superordinate subsumption, lastly, combinatorial learning. So derivative subsumption describes the situation in which the new information you learn is an example of concept that you have already learned. For example, your concept of bird is that it has feathers, break, and lay eggs. Now, you've seen a blue jay, new kind of bird. Your new knowledge about blue jay is attached to your concepts of bird without altering the concept. Next is correlative subsumption. This describes the accommodation of new information by changing or expanding the concept. For example, you've seen a new kind of bird, which is the ostrich. The ostrich can't fly, has big body and long strong legs. To accommodate this new information, you need to include the concept of an ostrich to your previous concept of bird. You expand the concept by including the possibility of bird being big and having long strong legs. So next is superordinate subsumption. Superordinate subsumption is when you knew a lot of examples of concept but did not know the concept itself until it was taught to you. For example, you know about banana, mango, lalandan, and guava, but you did not know until you were taught that these were all examples of fruits. And lastly is combinatorial learning. Combinatorial learning is when the newly acquired knowledge combines with prior knowledge to enrich the understanding of both concepts. For example, to teach someone about how plants breathe, you might relate it to their previously acquired knowledge of human respiratory, where man inhales oxygen and exhales carbon dioxide. This is because they are related to each other, as they are both labeled as process of breathing. Advanced organizer. Advanced organizer is a major tool proposed by Ausubel, and it gives 2 benefits. So first is you will find it easier to connect new information with what you already know about the topic. Second is you can readily see how concepts in certain topic are related to each other. So there are 4 types: expository, narrative, scheming, and graphic organizers. Expository describes the new content, provides new knowledge that students will need to understand the upcoming information. Next is narrative. So narrative presents the new information in the form of a story to students. Next is scheming. is done by looking over the new material to gain basic overview. And lastly, graphic organizers, visual to set up or outline the new information. This may include pictographs, descriptive patterns, concept patterns, concept maps, and Venn diagram. Ausubel'S believe that learning of new knowledge relies on what is already known. That is, construction of knowledge begins with our observation and recognition of events and objects through concepts we already have. We learn by constructing a network of concepts and adding to them. Siya ay naniniwala na ang mga bagong kaalaman ay nakabatay sa mga nauna ng kaalaman. Natututo tayo batay sa pag-uugnay-ugnay ng mga kaalaman. Muli, ako si Shailene B. Martinez, ang inyong tagapag-ulat. Hanggang sa muli, bye!